Thank you very much, Professor Dr. Iqbal Chaudhry Saab. And very rightly said, sir, together we can make a change. And this is how the purpose of the 6th Conference, this concept is here, that together we can achieve everything, whatever we desire. Now, moving on towards the speaker here, the chairman of Punjab Higher Education Commission. Now, I would request Professor Dr. Iqrar Ahmed Khan Saab, sir, to please honor the stage.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Professor Abdul Rahman Chaudhry Sahab, Professor Iqbal Chaudhry Sahab, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to compliment the efforts of APSUP for organizing this wonderful evening. The topic of the conference is shaping the future, governance, leadership, and reforms in higher education. Mian Mahmood Sahab has basically dilated that topic to probably reforms in governance of Pakistan, which was a very well thought out presentation. For me, the lesson is that universities are a place for debate, and we are open for debate. So very good that the debate is taking place. Aside from the opinions that we may have for or against governance reforms, the university is defined by academic freedom. And academic freedom is not just a curriculum or the hypothecation or coming up with empirical evidence. It also includes that whatever is being considered worth discussion, that stands debated. Mian Saab's presentation also offers a challenge for research. For example, he gave the example that in one of the countries, probably India, that when they increased the number of provinces, the GDP of the bifurcated provinces got doubled. Now, we have sociologists sitting here. We have very strong economics departments in the universities. We have political science faculty. I think this topic should be properly deliberated, and it should be brought up with the empirical evidence on the devolution, actually. Now, whether you want to bring that devolution by making more provinces or actually empowering the community at large, the reservations which were presented were also equally, significant. That we already have MPAs and MNAs coming from those divisions. You declare 33 divisions or 33 provinces, and those same MNA MPAs would be there, and they will be the governor or chief minister, whatever you want to call them. So how will you break that, shackle? It's a shackle. Now, Iqbal Chaudhry has actually stuck to the topic, and he talked about the role of academia and where we are headed. The topic given to me was to look at what are the international trends and what are we doing in the national scene. I would like to just share some of the thoughts that I have, that internationally the disruptive change is there. And we are very strong in terms of maintaining status quo. So we're not willing to accept the change. Or disruption is particularly unacceptable word for us. So universities again can play a very significant role in terms of becoming a house of disruption. That doesn't mean that the student unrest or we want to start acting like labor unions. What is important is that we come up with logic, we come up with evidence, and speak of disruptive change being a positive change. On the national scene, again trying to fit the discussion into the environment that has been created, we have a Higher Education Commission of Pakistan, 18th Amendment, more than 15 years. We created two provinces created provincial higher education commissions. Federal Higher Education Commission, which I used to be part, in many ways, I'm still very closely linked with the Federal Higher Education Commission. And we on the Federal Higher Education Commission were always unwilling to share that power with the provinces. So if the Federal Higher Education Commission is not willing to work with 4 provinces or 4 provinces setups, my challenge is that how will it happen for 33 provinces? We need a common curriculum, we need common standards, we need international platform which cannot be provincialized, it has to be federal. So devolution is actually the limitation that we are faced with. And centralization of power is actually the curse that we are suffering. But if the more provinces are the solution, or we come up with another innovative idea or set of ideas, I think the best thing that has happened this evening is that these 150 rectors are challenged, that go back, allow the debate. Now, debate on campuses, you are asking for debate on campuses where the youth actually is your target. We have banned student unions, and because of ban on student unions, we have used many coercive operators, and the vacuum was created. That vacuum has been filled by ethnic societies, by religio-political societies. On many campuses, there have been some alternatives which are more academic, like we have societies, professional societies, clubs. They are given space, but then could those alternatives which have emerged during last 30 years plus be converted into debate platforms? And that would, entirely depend on the management of universities. And I, for one, would like to see that that debate takes place, and that debate should be on the topic which is written on the screen, as well as the topic which Mian or Mahmood has today presented before the House. Better governance, whether that's federal or provincial or governance of the university, all of them are actually strongly correlated. If we have better governance at the federal level, that translates into provinces and down to the district and, of course, to the universities. And in terms of universities governance, we are supposed to be autonomous bodies. We are supposed to have academic freedom. Then we are told to also come up with sustainability plan. And today I was actually in an important meeting, and I told them that I have been to more than 50 countries, and I have, in my capacity as Vice Chancellor, visited more than 70 universities across 30 different countries. I've spent more than 18 years overseas in public universities. I have not yet seen a single public university anywhere in the world which is self-sustaining. There is always public support to run the universities. The universities are actually an investment, and that investment has to be both public and private, that has to be families, that has to be community, that has to be industry. So assuming that you are autonomous and you should have 100% of your expenditure borne by yourself, and then they gave us the example of lumps, ubiquitous. We got the example of lumps. Lumps is a different brand, a different structure. Punjab group of colleges is another different system. Superior is another system, and public universities are yet another system. And if we look at the investment that has been made into these universities during last 10 years, it has gone down by 50% in dollar terms. The budgets are frozen since 2018. And those budgets in dollar terms for 10 years, they are down by 50%. So when we talk about having academic freedom and autonomy and debate, then we also need actually supportive environment. And I believe that the discussion topics for tomorrow have quite a bit of depth, which will cover some of these challenges. For me, this evening has been very rewarding. Particularly, I'm a strong supporter of debate, and universities are a place meant for debate. Thank you very much.